Hello, and thank you for being here today. I really appreciate your time. First of all, congratulations on recently passing your real estate exam and looking at a career in real estate. I think you'll be really impressed, really pleased to see what is happening at Coldwell Banker Realty. So let's get started. First of all, I think it might be helpful if you knew that literally everything we do here in the Oakdale office, every decision that I make as the branch leader is really based on one simple principle, and that is, what can I do to help each one of my agents live a more exceptional life? And that means something different to each person, but I will say that we do it better than anybody else in the market by focusing on our four core values: production power, coaching to confidence, wealth builder, and creating this amazing culture. We call it the culture of awesomeness. So if you're like many of our top people, or you aspire to be like many of our top agents, I'm guessing you want to make sure you're with a company that gives you real strategies to help you become more efficient, maybe sell more homes. Maybe you're at a place where you want to just develop better sales skills or business development skills. Many people are looking for a career where they can really start building wealth so that at some point in the future they have more options. Or lastly, you just want to work for a company that will celebrate your success in a fun and fresh way. So the question comes up all the time, like how do we do that? What are we doing strategy-wise? So you're new to the business, so you're just thinking about ways of getting successful in the industry. And you may have heard there are two ways of doing business. One is to really focus your efforts on working with buyers, and the other is to work hard on developing a listing-based business. Well, my recommendation, and probably anybody that you talk to who's been in the business for a number of years, would say the best way to ensure the highest quality of life is to ensure that you're working the listing side of the business. And so the question then becomes, well, how do I become a better, stronger listing agent? Like, what does that mean when I represent sellers in their career path? And so what we discovered in our company is that whatever we can do to help an agent become better and stronger at that listing side of the business is time well spent, is money well invested. So I want to walk you through this idea, this notion of how we help agents just like you, starting out your career in real estate, become a strong listing agent from the very, very beginning. And much of that's anchored in this idea of what can you do different from the rest of the competition? How do you set yourself apart from the competition? We know that being a listing agent enables you to live the highest quality of life, but how do you actually do it? How do you compete when you're up against the competition? So we created this thing called Listing Concierge. But before I go there and tell you more about that, let me just ask you a quick question. Like, what do you think it costs to market a listing in today's environment? Meaning, for most people that are in the business, they have to go out and hire a photographer, they've got to create brochures, they've got to create a mailing piece that goes out around the neighborhood, they have to host an open house. All of that costs money and takes time. What we found in surveying agents from all different marketplaces is most agents are spending anywhere from $300, $400, $500, even $600 of their own money to market that listing before it actually gets sold. So it's a big investment. And one of the frustrations we hear from many agents is, I need someone to partner with me, someone to help me do all of this. So again, we created this program called Listing Concierge. It's where we can help subsidize the cost of you becoming a better, stronger listing agent, helping you get that property sold. So Listing Concierge was actually designed to create three different outcomes. The first outcome is, what can we do to help you make sure that when you're up against the competition, talking to a seller about the possibility of selling their home, how do we help ensure you win that business every single time? The second thing we want to make sure we do is we create an environment where the seller is so impressed with what you're doing that they are willing to pay you a reasonable fee. You don't have to negotiate your fee. We want to make sure that you're not finding yourself in a situation where you're having to discount your fee because you're not providing enough value. And the third and final reason why Listing Concierge, the third and final reason, or outcome I should say, is really a business idea of, if you can impress your sellers so much that they tell their friends, their family members, their coworkers what you're doing, then and only then can you use that listing to create 2 or 3 more pieces of business beyond that. So again, we want to help you win, stop negotiating your fee, and ultimately turn that one into more. That's Listing Concierge. So here's what we do for you. We created 3 packages: platinum, gold, and silver. And they range in price, and they range in what we contribute to your success. But they include really cool things that really matter to sellers. things that really help get the home sold fast and for the highest possible price. We go above and beyond. Like, we don't just bring in a professional photographer to shoot that property, make it look its very best. We don't just create amazing property brochures, direct mail pieces that go out to the entire surrounding area, but we also work hard to create amazing digital solutions as well. So it could be things like a single property website. It could be leveraging social media in ways you've never seen before to be able to actually hunt down potential buyers for that property. We use things like print magazine advertising, high-end print magazine advertising, to create a really great showcase of the property. But we go one step further. Like, we'll oftentimes create a TV show, and we'll actually produce a professional TV spot just for that listing. So again, all of this not only has to get done and paid for, but we want to help you do that in a way that no one else does. We actually have someone do all of that for you, so you can focus on building a deeper, better relationship with your seller and not having to become a marketing director. And we do all this in a way that's really quite unique. So instead of you having to spend $500 or $600 or $700, I'll give you an example. The silver package, which includes all of what I talked about. It includes sending a photographer out to shoot the property, a TV spot, professionally produced, an ad in a beautiful luxury magazine, direct mail pieces, brochures, you name it. All of that is done for you for $275. Now, the actual cost is well over $1,000, but we as a company, we make that payment on your behalf. We pay the extra. We want to be a partner to help you become better and stronger in this business. That's what it means with Listing Concierge. So again, we've got a real way to help you build your production power. We help you sell more homes, operate more efficiently, ultimately make more money by creating programs like Listing Concierge that you can use your very first day in the real estate business to become more successful, to set yourself apart from the competition, to be able to get more business into the future. That's what makes Coldwell Banker Realty so amazing.